Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good evening to everyone. And today too, before we start, I would like to do the same wish. So even this final session, may even this final session be able to bring you at least little peace, little happiness for your life, right? So with that thought, with that wish, we are going to begin. So 2024 is going to be over with this program. It's a very long dedication. So all of you did your best and participated and tried your best to change. Right? I can see. So everyone who joined and practiced regularly, they have changed to a certain extent. But you have to understand, so within a year, just by dedicating 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night, you cannot attain the enlightenment at once. So it takes time. So you have to work hard, little by little, forward. So can you remember, I taught you about the smile of ant. Can you remember the smile of ant? So, strange for you. So can you remember?
In context, yes, like little by little, the animal never gives up, and even though it's a small creature.
Yes. So, it keeps on moving, and normal, it passes sometimes hundreds of miles, right? So, just like that. So we also have to grow in the same way. So just like an ant. So we are not just like the Buddha. So we don't have that much capacity. So and you have your own. Lay duties to fulfill too. So fulfilling all those things little by little. So you have to develop in the practice. But what should be there is the determination. You should have the determination. So every day to practice little by little, you must develop the determination within. I've always taught you, the teacher only can do 25% of your practice. They can instruct you, right? If that is a good teacher, that teacher can guide you. Practicing or not practicing, developing or not developing, it's up to you. Right? You have to practice yourself little by little. Right? So first, so this is the traditional way of ending the last day. So I am going to follow that procedure. First, I want to share, I want to thank and share my gratitude with all of you. I want to thank all of you and I want to share my gratitude. So all of you are so dedicated and kept on coming and kept on practicing and kept on developing. A good teacher, according to the way how my teachers taught us, so the good teacher doesn't expect anything material from the students. What they honestly expect your growth, your spiritual growth. That is the only thing so that they really expect. So seeing all of your development, so I'm happy, and at the same time I want to share my gratitude for your practice. That's number one. And then so reflection on the journey. So that's what we do next. So we had a long way. During the first 4 months, we learned breathing meditation, right? Under 3 steps, right? So I don't know whether you remember them. So I know for sure, since you practice, you remember them. So under 3 steps, we practice that. And then after that, during the next 6 months, from May to October, we practice Vipassana meditation, insight meditation, right? And so during the breathing meditation time, what we develop is the concentration, the patience, right? The inner calmness and inner peace, right? Then after that, we started practicing Vipassana meditation. When we practice Vipassana meditation, our goal was to develop wisdom, right? Our goal was to develop wisdom. So we learned about the 3 kinds of, thank you, Mickey. So we learned about 3 kinds of wisdoms, and practically we practiced them, right? So we didn't limit ourselves to hearsay wisdom. Then we started to we started to uh, um, think deeper, and then we developed philosophical wisdom, and at the same time we developed experiential wisdom through vipassana meditation, right? So we developed how many wisdoms? 3 kinds of wisdoms, right? Then so that's what we did from May to October. And then after that, on the last 2 months, we practice loving kindness meditation under 2 steps, right? Then during that time, we develop 4 things. First one is, can you remember those 4? Loving kindness. Mrs. Nita? Yes, compassion. So then number 3, Mrs. Sushmita, can you remember? Sympathetic. What? So so we develop 4 qualities inside. Compassion, so loving kindness, compassion. Namal, next one. Very nice, sympathetic joy. And Mr. Reena, equanimity. Right? Those 4 things we try to develop as we could. Right? So that was your journey, and you worked hard. And once again, I want to thank you for doing so. And then not only that, we learned about various things, right? So not only you learned the meditation techniques, so you also learned the understandings that you have to develop. So the understandings that you have developed, which are related to the meditation techniques, right? So in brief, so we don't have the whole list. So in brief, I will remind you several things, right? We learned about during the so 4 months, we learned about the 4 enemies of meditation and life. So don't worry, I'm not going to ask you who are they, right? So then we learned about the 5 friends, right? 5 friends of meditation, 5 enemies of meditation, and then 5 friends of meditation. And then after that, we learned 3 characteristics of life. We learned about the 3 characteristics of life. And then we learned about the 4 noble truths. And then we learned about the 8 noble paths, right? Then after that, we learned about the 10 perfections. That's a parami, 10 perfections. And after that, we learned about the 4 fake friends. And then we learned about the 4 good friends. So that's what we learned. And there were many other topics so many other things that I taught you. But these are the main things which are related to your practice, right? So, so those are things. So if you didn't get any certain kind of clarity about any of these topics, you can ask me whenever you can. So if not, so you are going to learn about them further in the next year, right? So then that's what we learned so throughout this year. And then next one is I want to encourage for your continuation. So you were so determined and you kept on developing the 3 courages that I asked you to develop. What are 3 kinds of courages? Maggie, can you remember? I told you last time.
The first one is to begin.
Yes, courage to begin. Right. Second one is yes, courage to keep going. And final one is Miss Reena? Yes, the courage which should go until the completion of your task. Right. So you were practicing all those 3 things, and then so right. So you kept on doing so. So this is just like so last year what you did was you planted the seed. If you started the journey last year, what you did was you planted the seed. Now it will keep growing. But it won't, if you really want to have a very good tree, you have to nurture it. You can't let it just grow, right? You have to pour water on time, you have to put manure on time, and you have to take care of it, right? So, planting it at a suitable place, you have to take care of it. Then later on, that tree will give a lot of delicious and then delicious and beautiful big results, big fruits, right? In the same manner, so the human being, the meditator who practice well, right? Who practices well, so that person also will grow just like this tree. So that person will grow with moral qualities. Number 2, concentration. Number 3, wisdom. And then, so that person also will develop inside loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. And finally, that person will produce very good actions. So very good actions for oneself, for the well-being of oneself. So mentally, verbally, and physically. Right. Then after that, that person is going to share the same actions with the well-being of others. Again, in 3 ways: mentally, verbally, and physically. Got it? Right. Then finally, every meditator should have a vision. Vision is important. If you don't have the vision, then you won't grow. So you won't have the motivation to move forward. So you have to develop a vision. So I will give you the ancient vision, but you can add anything so that you want to mix in that that one, right? So this is the one. So this is the basic vision of this practice. So it goes like this. It's English translation. As I move forward, so if you want, you can write it down. As I move forward, may I be able to carry this sense of peace, clarity, and compassion. Clarity means wisdom, right? So as I move forward, may I be able to carry this sense of peace, wisdom, and compassion into the world, into the outside world. Through my practice, may I gain the ability to transform not only my life, not only my life, but also the lives of those who around me. Right? Got it? So you can summarize and write if you want. So once again, so um, so once again I will repeat it. As I move forward, may I be able to carry this sense of peace, so clarity, that means wisdom, so peace, clarity, and compassion into the world. Through my practice, may I gain the ability to transform not only my life, but also the lives of those who around me. Right? So that should be your motivation. Right? Then, so under that, so motivation, so under that vision, so please keep on practicing. Your final goal is the ultimate peace. Your final goal is the ultimate happiness, which is Nibbana. So until then, so little by little, please keep moving forward. Right? Nobody, so nobody can, nobody can become enlightened. So within a very short period of time. For that, somebody has to work hard. If someone attains faster, that's because that person has worked hard in the past, right? So everybody has to work hard. So you have to fight with your own inner enemies, right? So you have to fight with your own inner enemies, which are the defilements, right? So you can't see them. So this is the way how you fight. So you can't physically fight, right? So you might know, you might have the best physical weapons and you might know all kinds of martial arts, but still you can't fight with them physically. So the only way that you can fight is through meditation, through practice. So let's work hard and let's try to tame. Let's try to tame our inner enemies first, and then gradually let's try our best to destroy them. Okay, okay. Let's work hard. So with that, so with those words, I would like to so conclude today's so last I mean so last teaching. So which I do before the meditation session. Today, too, we are going to the second method of loving kindness meditation. But the newcomers, they are kindly requested to practice the brief loving kindness meditation. Right. So, all students, so they are kindly requested to spread loving kindness to the being towards the beings who are in the 6 directions. What are 6 directions? North, south, east, west, and above you and below you. All the beings. So think about all the beings according to the direction that they are in, and then spread your loving kindness towards all of them. So so with the maximum loving kindness that you can produce, right? Okay. Then newcomers, they are kindly requested to practice the brief one. So first, please spread your loving kindness towards yourself. and think, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. Then after that, please spread your loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think, may my parents, teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. Then please think about the people in the middle, the people who are not your enemies, at the same time who are not your friends. So think about those neutral people and spread your loving kindness thinking. May all the neutral people also be well, be happy, be peaceful. Right? Then please think about your enemies and spread your loving kindness towards them, thinking, may my enemies be well, be happy, be peaceful. And then after that, please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Right? Not only human beings, all kinds of beings. Please think, finally, um, may all the beings in the world be well, be happy, be peaceful. Spread your entire loving kindness towards all the beings. So at the end, right? So first towards yourself, and then towards your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends, then towards the neutral people, then towards the enemies, and finally towards all the beings in the world, right? Right. So that's what you have to do. Now, everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. Let your whole body to relax. Now I am going to pay a sincere respect and gratitude towards Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And after that, we are going to start today's meditation session, silent meditation session. Please concentrate. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Vinyācarane sampanno sungato lokamido Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Satta deva manusanam buddho bhagavati Swakato bhagavata dhammo Sangdittiko akaliko Ehi pasiko opanayiko Pachatang veditammo Vinyuhite Sopanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Sami panipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadinang chattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggalam Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakineyo anjali karaniyo Anutterang punyakitang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a mind full of loving kindness and compassion. Everyone, please start your meditation. So, newcomers, please practice the brief loving kindness meditation as you were kindly instructed. And the old students, please practice the second method of loving kindness meditation. And whatever the technique that you practice, may your loving kindness meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start your loving kindness meditation right now. sampe mangalang rakhantu sampe devata samme buddhanubhavi samme dhammanubhavine sabbe sanghanubhavi sada sutti bhavantu te. Satu, satu, satu. Now everyone, very calmly, please open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom, bottom to top. Now please join your palms together and say it 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, so that is the last session, last silent meditation session that we that we do as a group for the year 2024. No more. It's the last one. So whenever we do it together as a group, so its energy, we can feel it, right? So whenever at homes too, so if possible, if we have so your friends who are meditating, or if the husband and wife are meditating, or if the relatives are meditating, so if they can practice together, that's good, right? It is good for the house, and at the same time, so it's good for you too, right? So whenever we meditate together, it's positivity, positive vibration. We can feel it. We can feel it, right? So please do so. And at the same time, please bring your meditation out of the cushion. So please bring it out of the cushion, and please start so applying whatever the developments that you gain from meditation in your day-to-day life, right? If not, the purpose is not served, right? So whenever you want to preserve some food, what do? You keep it in the refrigerator, right? So it will preserve for a long time. At the same, so this is the same. So whenever you want to preserve your development, so what you do is you mix it, you apply it in your day-to-day life. You do things when you interact, so you use it. Then, so it's just like, so refrigerating, preserving, so your development, your spiritual development, right? So please mix it in your day-to-day life. Mix into the actions that you do in your day-to-day life, right? And today is your day. And so according to the tradition of this program, on the last day, you will be given to speak about the program. And so there are two purposes. So to do this, one thing is, so because of your comments, so because of your reviews, because of your because of your comments, the teacher gains the ability to figure out what have gone well, right? Then at the same time, if there is anything to be changed, so we gain the ability to recognize that one too, right? So then the third one is the program can then improve, right? Program can improve, and when the program is improved, then that can help many people to gain benefits later on. That's why we have this last session. At the same time, so please share your gratitude. So we give you an opportunity to share your gratitude with all the other co-meditators, right? So many people contributed here. So not only I taught, and so I tried my best, but invisibly the Buddha contributed. So you have to develop so gratitude towards the Buddha. And then at the same time, all the great teachers who were in the past, if they didn't kept on teaching, I wouldn't have got the teaching. And then my masters wouldn't have got the teaching. And if my masters couldn't get the teaching, then I won't get the chance, right? So we have to be grateful towards all of them, right? And then so invisibly, so uh, so invisibly, there are so many people who contributed here, right? So I know so when it comes to Zoom session, so 3 people take care of it most of the time. So throughout the year. So number one, Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard, he takes care of the Zoom session. And then Mrs. Diane. So she took care of the Zoom session. And sometimes Mrs. Lees, she also took care of the Zoom session. So that we won't have Zoom bombers. Right. And then uh, so when it comes to in-person practice, so we have to specially mention the name. So Sriyansh Bhaiya, Mr. Sriyansh, he came all the time, so ahead of everybody. Right? Today Trevor also joined. So he came so early, and he is the one who set up everything. Sometimes Mr. Rina joins, or sometimes Mr. Tim or Mr. Kevin joins and helps, and then sometimes Shivanna. So and he joined and helped. And sometimes Mr. Bhanu joined and helped, and sometimes Mr. Sagit and Ms. Nita also joined and helped. Right. So I really appreciate, and Namal would have joined sometimes. So so I really appreciate. And when we clean up too, all of you got together and as a team, you cleaned everything up. For that, I want to, we have to share gratitude today. And we share all the merits with them. And then, so sometimes, certain people help me in tutoring, and sometimes reviewing the notes that I give you. So certain people help me, like Bipul. So so he helped me in editing. And so sometimes I give you summarizations. Say, when I give you long descriptions, so I have to give you the papers with the summarization. So they help me in those things. So I want to share gratitude with them, and you should share your gratitude with them by mine. Right? Right. So those are the people that I wanted to mention, and I want to encourage all of you to Dhamma service. Uh, so Dhamma service has many angles. Teaching is only one angle, but so arranging everything and cleaning up, helping to clean up everything, that is also Dhamma service. So whenever you donate to the temple, that is also Dhamma service, right? So and at the same time, whenever there is an issue of another Dhamma friend, right? So if that person needs a ride or something like that, so helping those people, that's also a Dhamma, practice of Dhamma service, right? So I really appreciate. Some of them are not here, so but I want to think of them, right? And show our gratitude, right? Now it's your time. Can I connect this? So yeah. So because I want to let the online students also to write a prayer. So now it is the time to give you reviews about the program. So you had to talk talk about four things. Number one, so in which part? So which part was the most interesting for you? That's number one. And then number two is how the program impacted you, right? How the teachings impacted you, and so how you could positively change, right? And then any insights you gained, right? So about the program, and then if you have any suggestion, so you can suggest those suggestions too for the benefit of all. So those are the four things that you have to focus. And once again, I'm thankful for sharing your opinions, your comments about the program. Can I have that mic? Yeah, that one. Yeah. So let's start with Mr. Reena. Yeah, Mr. Reena. Because they cannot hear.
Yeah, so it has been very peaceful and nice experience coming here. I liked the meditation, the lecture, the chanting in the middle. And yeah, when I hear and when I leave the place, I feel very calm and nice, relaxed. So yeah, very, very nice positive impact. And all the teachings, I'd definitely studied them before, but again, going through them and the way you explained them was very nice, simple and clear. I haven't been practicing too much on my own alone, but I do go to other places and then I do meditation that way. But in the daily practice, besides meditation, if there's some way to add chanting, is that helpful? And I would like to know what is a good way to do that, or what are other activities one can do besides coming here once a week and doing meditation at home.
Yeah, so very nice. That's a very good point. Very good question that Ms. Reena asked. So yes, if you can do little chanting, so before practicing meditation, that will help. So sometimes the mind is, so when you engage in tiresome activities, and after that, if you sit for meditation, then sometimes mind is so tired, right? Or sometimes in your personal lives, everything won't go well all the time, right? So when you sit for the sitting meditation, then sometimes those things might come into your mind. At such times, better to gain more focus, better to chant at least one one chanting. So one kind of a chanting, so that so you can calm yourself down, and then you can calm yourself down, and then you can, so that you can move on to breathing meditation or vipassana meditation or loving kindness meditation. Yeah.
What is a good thing to chant?
So if you know Sabbapapa Sakaranam, that's great. But if not, so in instances that we chant here, Itipiso, Swakato, Suparipanno, all those three. So if you can, if you know by them by, memory, so please chant before you sit, before you do your sitting meditation, and then after the chanting, please start. Yes.
And what other things can one do besides coming once a week here? Other kinds of activities to engage in?
Yeah. So I already told about mindfulness habits. So that's one thing. And then other than that, you have to apply. So all these wisdom that you gain, and then all kinds of concentration that you develop. So you have to mix all those things in your day-to-day activities, right? I think I gave you long details when I was describing about those things. So please do it accordingly, right?
Thank you.
Yes. Change by yes. Then after that, I will let the old students, so in person, online students talk to.
First of all, thank you. Gratitude to you, because your energy has been amazing and you have been here, which is why everybody else is here. So thank you for doing this. Everything about the setting program, it's been good. It's been great. The stories are really nice because it's easy to understand. The examples are really nice. Insight wise, I would say I've just started learning more about myself, which initially I was not that person. Any problem was somebody else's problem, and I was not my problem. And now I have changed my perspective that I can change myself. I can't change anybody else, or so my reactions or my actions have changed or are changing still. So that has been the most insightful thing of learning about myself. So thank you. And I don't really have any improvements, just everything. I like everything as it's going.
Really nice. Thank you so much, Raya. Then I think so I will let Trevor talk after several online students talk. So let me go to Mr. Kevin. Right, wait for a moment. Yes, Mr. Kevin, can you right, yes.
Bhante, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you.
Bhante, oh wow. Okay, so I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate you and everyone who's been helpful and supportive of your teaching and of the center and all that. I appreciate your knowledge and your enthusiasm, your compassion. It's helped me improve my meditation practice, and my mind has settled a lot. It's been really great. I especially, of course, the meditation and all the techniques and all the discussions, but I appreciate the emphasis on morality and the precepts and the perfections. That's great stuff. And of course, as someone else mentioned, the stories. I love learning through stories, as we all do. I don't have any comments or criticism really. I just really want to say thank you, and I appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kim. Right down then. So Mr. Bus. All right. Right, Ms. Lees, do you want to talk? Mrs. Lees, can you hear me? So Pragati and Rahul, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, Bhante.
Yes.
Thank you so much for all your teachings. And being an old student, what I find the most interesting about the teachings is that the stories that you discuss, they keep changing, and I don't see a monotony every year. So I appreciate that you spend so much time and take so much effort into modifying the course every year so that we can also be interested in learning new things. So I really appreciate it. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you and all the Bhantes and everyone around. It's really a positive and motivating environment for all of us. And in terms of impact and insight, I can just say that I have gained that ability to overcome any situation and redirect my thoughts in a constructive and a very positive way. And I feel more peaceful. And in terms of my sleep, it has improved so much after meditation. And I've also gained so much compassion and love for everyone because of the uh, mindful meditations that I've been practicing over the years. Uh, I don't have any suggestion, but I was wondering if there is any progress on the boot camp that we have been discussing over the emails. So just wanted to get your opinion on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Boot camp. So thank you so much, Mrs. Pragati. So the boot camp, for this year we couldn't do it.
Yes.
But so next year I'm thinking of doing it, but because of my MA thesis, so I had to do a lot of research work, and then because of those things, I'm sorry I couldn't do it this time. But hopefully, let's do it in the next year.
Yeah, I just hope
Super
it all
reminder.
works for good. Thank you so much, Bhante, for all the efforts.
May all the good happen to you, Ms. Pragati and Ms. Rahul. Sukhi hoto. Right. So then, Christian, do you want to talk? Christian, can you hear me?
Yes, hi. Hi,
Yes.
Bhante.
Yes.
I just ever since I started coming, I just got so much from coming when I do. So I don't really have anything other than that to say. So I'm immensely grateful. Thank you. Thank you.
You are very welcome, Mr. Christian. You all the good happen. And then, Mr. Bradley, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. I'm a guest tonight. It was very nice being present with you guys, and really enjoyed meditating with you. And hopefully, I can come back. It was very nice to sit in with you guys. Thank you.
May all the good happen to you, Mr. Bradley. Right. Mrs. Lisa, can you hear me? All right. Okay. So, Mr. Basa. Right. Okay. In Trevor?
Sure thing.
Yes.
I just want to say that I'm very thankful to have this space and just these people, like just Bante as a teacher in my life, and like it's I've been here off and on. I was here for the Dhamma talk last month, and I was before I was out of town, I came here for meditation a few times, and I've just recently come back, and I'm just really grateful that this place is here and the Sangha is here for me to come back to. And as far as teachings, I really, like a lot of people have said, I really enjoy the stories, and I really enjoy the I think it's clever how like the quizzing the quizzes of terms. Sometimes like it helps me remember it, like when I'm trying to remember and in the moment. And yeah, I don't have any criticisms or anything. I just am thankful for the time I have here, and I'm looking forward to the new year practicing with you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Trevor. Then Miss Saket.
Yes, so Bhante, I started coming maybe 3 months or so ago. And I just wanted to share this. Every Friday has become well, I used to always look forward to Fridays, but now I especially look forward to Friday evenings because it's a wonderful opportunity to practice Dhamma versus just, devolve into eating out or something of that sort. So it's really helped me right there itself. And just coming here and attending the program, I think it's helped me set a beautiful tone to the weekend ahead. And of course, I've also been trying to attend whatever program of yours I can attend in the week. So I think I've really appreciated the teachings, the presence. Even for example, just making notes. I learned that from you, and I found that immensely useful. Because I think these are teachings which are probably definitely more important than what I learned in school, and it's definitely worth treasuring. Many of the stories that you've shared just transport me back to 2,500 years ago, and it's just so meaningful. So this has been really meaningful. I joined just 3 months ago. I'm looking forward to next year and attending the programs next year. And in terms of feedback or opportunities of improvement, I just say it's really been beautiful. I can't think of anything off the top of my mind.
Thank you so much, Sakit. May all the good happen to you. Mrs. Nita?
I want to start with a deep gratitude to you, Bhante Chandima. You've been immensely helpful as a teacher. Your positivity, your always happy nature, always welcoming nature, always remembering everybody's name. It's been so wonderful to see you every Friday evenings. And yes, I truly agree to Saket that the note-making habit that you've helped us form is really immensely helpful, and it keeps reminding us of the teachings we've learned. Your tracker, the meditation tracker that you've given us, has brought discipline in our life and has brought a lot of structure. Much gratitude for all this that you've taught us in such a short duration that we've been coming here. Yes, I'm deeply grateful to you for that. In terms of improvement, I can only say if our meditation time can be improved, can be increased, that would be helpful.
All right, the meditation time?
Yes.
Yeah, oh yes.
More
the thing-
time.
Yeah, more time. The thing is, so we end up around 10 o'clock, right? So therefore, we only can give 25 to 30 minutes for the silent meditation.
Yes.
So all the people, they can practice meditation at home because we
True,
give the tracker and we encourage, so they can practice at home.
Yes.
We just lay the foundation for them.
True.
So for the supportive teachings, so I need time to explain those things.
Yes.
That's why we limit it. Yeah, I will consider about that.
I think this is just my craving, I guess, for more.
I know. Thank you for the suggestion. Very nice.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes.
May all the good happen to you.
Go to Namal. Yeah.
I think everyone has said what I would like to say, but I also want to express my gratitude. I think this has been extremely helpful for me. I've benefited tremendously from it. I look forward to coming on Fridays. Every time you make a joke about, you could be clubbing on Fridays, I laugh to myself because this is something that, even 15 years ago, I couldn't imagine myself doing this regularly. And it's just made me a very more mindful, compassionate person. It's extremely difficult. I appreciate the difficulty even more with the more I do it. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank everyone else who made this possible, everyone who comes here and makes this a setting and a place that I can look forward to joining. I like the format of each session. I think I feel reluctant to even offer any criticism, but if I could add one thing, I wonder if we could maybe take like a minute or two break after the meditation before you give your lecture.
Right.
I think that might help a little bit. I mean, for me personally, I think I'd like to use the bathroom.
Oh, yes, yes.
And maybe stretch or something, just a minute or two. But it's
very
even
nice.
then it's fine.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
I never thought of this
one.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
true.
even if you don't do it, it's fine.
Yes.
It's most of the time it's not an issue, but it's great. I have nothing else to add.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
a good
you.
suggestion. I didn't think about that. Okay, that's good. Note that. Yes, Mr. Shweta.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Namal. I have seen you now so determined and so consistent. That's wonderful. I'm so grateful. May all the good happen to you, Namal. Yes, Sushmita.
Yeah, I am very happy and grateful every time I come here.
I know.
And it's the energy of this place. And I was so excited to see the Bodhi tree, first of all. And always your welcoming nature. And you are always willing to give time for the questions I had. And yeah, it has helped me to re-energize my practice and sustain it better by coming here. And, of the triple gems, Buddha, Dharma, this is the first time I feel like Sangha is such an important, and a good Sangha is a very important support for practice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so I'm so thankful for that. I love everything, but sometimes I feel like maybe a few days, if there is a little bit more time for question and answers, would be good.
All right. Yeah, that's a very good suggestion, Ms. Meeta. But the thing is, the time. So I only can take few sessions. So according to my memory, if I'm right, so during the first 4 months, I only give 2 sessions for question and answers, and then after that, during the other 6 months, another 3 times. So
I missed those sessions for some reason.
Oh, right. So we have that, but since we that's why I let everyone to have times. So if they need counseling, I give them time, or if they need Dhamma instructions more, Dhamma, some kind of a Dhamma discussion.
Because of time.
Yeah. So I give you times. I schedule you because we don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's good suggestion. So I'll try, but it's very hard to increase the terms. The amount of sessions that we use for question and answers because of the supportive teachings that I need to teach. Yeah. So, but I try. Okay. Good suggestion. Thank you so much, Ms. Sunita.
Thank you so much.
The good happen. This is Miggy.
Hello. It's only my second time here, but I, like everybody else has said, I'm so grateful to you, Bhante. Like you've been so welcoming, and I could just feel like the love from you for all your students, and I think it inspires me to practice and just come back. And yeah, there's just something about the energy of this place, of this class, of the Bhantes here that every time I leave, I just feel lighter. And yeah, it just feels good being here. So thank you. And I guess one tiny thing is I don't know about schedules and time, but it would be nice if the class could be slightly earlier.
All right.
Because it is like just a little bit late, like my bedtime. I like to be in bed by 9,
All right.
but I'll come here and stay here if the class is late. But other than that, I'm just grateful for everybody here too.
Yes. Thank you
you.
so much. So this is not the first time that I got that suggestion. Thank you, Mrs. Maggie. But the thing is, some of the, Friday, people come so tired from the offices, and they are relaxed for the next day, but they are tired by body. So if I started by 7 or 8 something, so then what will happen is they don't have enough time to eat and have a wash and so do all these things and come. And even by 7:30, the traffic is very bad. So they have to spend a lot of time, right, Miss Jesus? So on the road. So therefore, that's why. So I'm not the one who started this program. My master did it a long time. Began this long time ago. So that's why certain people came from Auckland. So for them to come, and I know even here there are certain people traveling 1 hour, right? Passing, yeah. 2 hours, yes. So then I need to think of them too, because they are very dedicated. I know you are dedicated too. So out of compassion towards all of them. So we do it, we scheduled it up to the best time that we can schedule, so that everyone in the area can feel comfortable to come and join, right? So, but I will consider about it too, and I will talk to my master and see whether we can move it up to 8, but not beyond 8, right? Maximum maybe 8 o'clock to 9:30. Yes.
Thank
you
you.
for suggestion. And you are so determined, even though you came for 2 weeks. So I saw your determination. So I'm really thankful, and please keep growing. May all the good happen to you. It's okay.
Thank you, Bhante.
Finally, Jesus.
You hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Jesus. I used to come to this temple a long time ago. I stopped coming because of work. I have to work. But now I decide to a commitment to know myself. This place is great. I was reading books about Buddhism, watching videos, listen CDs, but I decided to come back because what really I need is a place where I have the connection with the, with the spirituality, with the Buddhism, with the teachings. So I'm happy to come back. So what else I can say? Yeah, this program is great. Yeah, I'm happy to come back.
Yeah, thank you for coming back,
Thank
Mr. Jesus. So I remember you came for so many years. You come, and
Yeah.
sometimes you continue for 3-4 weeks, and then you disappear because of your work schedule. But so make determination and try to come continuously, Mr. Jesus. Now I know you for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
right.
my schedule, because work, but now I try to have free time this time.
Yes. Right. So
Thank you.
very
Thank
nice.
you for.
Yeah. As long as you can, please come, Mr. Jesus, and please keep practicing. May all the good happen to you.
I'm glad to come back. Yeah.
Yes. Right. Now it is the time. So, Mrs. Lees, can you hear me? All right, Mrs. Lees.
Bante.
Yes. So do you want to add something?
I just want to say we're not able to start video, but I wanted to say thank you so much for your teachings of the Dharma. It's helped me in my journey, and I have a lot of gratitude for you. Thank you.
May all the good happen to you, Miss Liz. And I sincerely wish me you develop more and more, and may you have beautiful, happy, peaceful life ahead. Right. Mr. Bas, can you hear me? Right.
Yes, Bante.
Yes.
I'm glad you tolerate me dropping in late because I can't get here any earlier, and I enjoy the chance to learn more about Buddhism and just deepen my spirituality. I pick up what I can. I'm kind of a half-assed student because I have other commitments on Fridays, but thank you for putting up with me.
You are very welcome, Mr. Bas. I know you come late, but whenever you come, you keep on practicing. So I think you get our emails. So you texted me, and then I added you to our email list. So I think you get my emails, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, very nice. So please keep on practicing. So so if you want to listen to the earlier part of the sessions, first part of the session, so you can go to YouTube, and then on that you can find the channel Bante Chandima. So BHANT Bante, then Chandima. So on that channel, over the live section, you can find the old videos. So you can revisit them if you want. So while participating for the later session. So that's all, Mr. Bas and all the other students who have to come late, right? Who have no option other than coming late. So right. Then may all the good happen to Mr. Bas. Thank you for sharing your opinion and comment. Right. Now it is the time to conclude. So thank you so much once again for joining. So even though there are several students, regular students are not here, I think of them too. All of you kept on growing, and kept on growing. I saw faces who came with various kinds of melancholy looks to gradually bloom into very happy faces. So those who have troubles, I saw them gradually changing and becoming very loving and very kind and very patient. So patient students, right? So that's a wonder of Dhamma. So all the thanks should go to all the gratitude should go to all the praises should go to the Buddha and all my teachers, right? So all kinds of faults, accusations, they should fall on me, right? Because what I teach is the Buddhist teaching. If there is any confusion, it comes because of me. But there is no confusion in this teaching, in these teachings, in this meditation technique, because Buddha has already practiced, and several other millions of meditators have practiced this and gained climb great heights in their practice. So some of them attain the first stage of enlightenment, second stage of enlightenment, third stage of enlightenment, and fourth stage of enlightenment. So therefore, gradually, we need to practice. So I will do my best to teach you. I know you will practice. So my ultimate, my first goal is to see you living peaceful, happy, calm, and compassionate lives. That's number one. The number two, to see you grow deeper in this dharma. And so to see you develop in morality, concentration, and wisdom. And final wish is see you become enlightened. I don't know whether that would happen or not, but I want to see the other two. Right. So keep practicing, keep working hard, and we are restarting on the next year. So on 3rd of January. So you can let your friends know, and if they are interested, they can also join, right? And somehow, so don't worry about them. So you have to keep practicing, because you are the one who know the value of this dharma, right? This practice. So keep practicing and keep growing. And finally, I sincerely wish, may all of you be able to come out of all your negativities. May all of you be able to develop all the positivities. And finally, may all of you attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. Everyone, please join your palms together and concentrate. Abhivadana Silise Nichang Vada Pachaino Chataro Dhamma Vadanti Ayuvangno Sukhang Balang Ayurarogya Sampatti Sangha Sampatti Mevache Ato Nibbana Sampatti Iminati Samijjatu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone. Happy New Year. If I don't meet, before if we don't meet together on the New Year day during the blessing ceremony, Happy New Year for I will wish Happy New Year, and see you again on the 3rd of January at night, on Friday night. Good night. Good night, everyone. Take care. Take rest. Satu, satu, satu. Okay, good night, Mr. Bas.
Night, Bante.
Good night. Good night, Mr. Kevin.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
May you be happy. Good night, Mrs. Lees.
Thank you, Bante. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Pragati and Rahul.
Thank you, Bante. Good
May
night.
all the good happen to you.